From the sizzling grills to the long lines of hungry fans, food trucks have become a staple at local fairs and community events. But behind every great plate is a story, and today we're sitting down with Christina Tuttle, the owner of Bravo Food Truck. You've seen her at local fairs and events, serving up food that brings people together. Today we're talking about her journey, her menu, and what makes Bravo Food Truck special. Christina, thank you for joining me here today.
It's my pleasure.
Yes. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Take me back to the moment when you decided to own your own food truck and you want to go all in.
Well, I had been working for a corporate company for about 5 years and just decided that it was time to part ways. I had no idea what the next step was, but during the summer I had worked on several food trucks just to kind of help make ends meet, and decided I loved it. I went and bought a trailer, some equipment, a fryer, a flat top grill, and was going to do a tent setup. And then a partner of mine, current partner, decided that he wanted to sell his business and offered it to me, and I just jumped right on it.
And you speak about you got to spend some time at different food trucks. What was that feeling like? What was that atmosphere like when you were inside and everything was happening so fast?
Yeah, I love the chaos. From my first day, back 12 years ago at Fruit of Fall Festival, I was working for some friends of mine, some mentors of mine, and just right away it was chaos, and I just loved it. It was nonstop for several hours at a time, and you didn't have time to stop to think or really do anything. It was just work.
And you mentioned some of these festivals that you have attended. Could you name a few, and what do you get out of serving such a large community of people?
So again, I love the chaos. That's why I like going to bigger festivals. The Grand Junction Air Show was one of them that we attended a couple years ago, and that was one of the biggest ones ever. Strawberry Days in Glenwood Springs was another really big one. I don't want to give out all the secrets. They're very particular about who they invite in. But Eagle County Fair is another one that we love to go to every year.
Nice. What are some lessons that you've learned throughout your time in the food truck business, whether it's good or bad?
Sure. Don't ask if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. So if something's going to go wrong, just expect it. Any day you pop up, it's not often going to be a smooth day.
But speak about, because when I first met you at the Mesa County Fairgrounds, you had this interesting dish. I forgot what it was.
The Irish curly fry.
Irish curly fry.
Yeah.
Still stuck in my head, like the visualization of it is still stuck in my head. What was the creative process, not just behind the Irish potato fries, but your other dishes as well?
So a lot of the items I was lucky enough to get from purchasing the food truck. He already had an established name. He already had his foot in the door with a lot of these festivals. And I was lucky to just be able to tweak some of the items on the menu. So the Irish curly fry, there's a really cool attachment that you can buy. We get to use power drills, so that's kind of fun. And then it's just, we modified the toppings over the years. So now it's cheese, steak, bacon, lettuce, tomato, onion, jalapeno, and sour cream.
Man, that sounds so good. Right now, you're making me hungry.
Yeah.
But when you do have customers that come up to your truck and they're seeing it for the first time and they don't know what to choose because you have such a variety of options to choose from, what do you say is the go-to menu?
So the go-to menu item, there's probably two that I would recommend. Either the Philly cheesesteak, that's with your authentic Omarosa roll, and then shaved ribeye steak, sauteed bell peppers and onions, white American cheese, and then we wrap that all up. We toast everything per order. The second item is going to be the Greek gyro. So that's a warmed pita, a house-made tzatziki, which is a cream-based sauce. And then we have our meat, which is part beef, part lamb, and we top it with lettuce, tomato, and onion. Those are our bigger items.
I'm pretty sure there's more than just you that makes Bravo Food Truck run. It takes a team setting or a team mindset. Could you just speak a little bit about, the people that are behind the scenes that you don't necessarily get the attention?
Yeah. So I've got a great group of people. I don't want to start naming them. I'll forget one. Gosh. But they've been behind my back through and through. I was able to take this last Saturday off as a personal day while they were over at Peach Fest, and they just held their ground. They did fantastic. They've really come through for me.
I love that. Because like I said, especially in entrepreneurship, you need a team, that support system, to even thrive, to go to that next level. So the fact that they were there to support you and keep the business going at Peach Fest. It's pretty cool because
Yeah.
it was a crazy event. It was a lot of people
Were
there.
you able to be there?
I went to two. I went
Yeah.
to 2 different days. So yes,
Okay.
it was jam packed. But if you could create a 1 day only county fair special, what would that be?
A county fair special. So we did a couple years ago. This is just first thing that coming to mind. But we had a Italian sausage gyro. So it was with bell peppers, still the tzatziki, sausage, and then the tomato and onion. And it was just killer. It was really good.
Christina, if there's anything else that you would say most people don't understand or realize about food trucking, the business, and the toll that it takes on a startup company, what is something that you want to share with the public to let them know about it?
It's not as easy as you think it is. It's not a get rich quick. You're definitely going to have to work for your money. I mean, just be careful. Don't take shortcuts. I don't know if I want to jump into this, but I broke my leg last September unhooking. I was using a cinder block and just crushed me. So don't take shortcuts. Take your time. Be careful. Take all your safety precautions for sure.
I love it. And I'm pretty sure the people in Grand Junction, Western Slope, they love this food truck, the Bravo food truck. And you will see a lot more of it in town, throughout fairs, throughout events. If you could share where you're going to be at next so people know where to go and try some of that delicious food that you were talking about.
Absolutely. So I'm not sure what time on Saturday this airs, but
Okay.
we're going to be at Olathe Sweet Corn Festival. Both of my food trucks are going to be at Palisade Wine Fest. That's September, I believe it's the second or third weekend, Saturday in September. We're also going to have both of the food trucks at Fruit of Fall Fest this year.
Okay. So we got 3 big events taking place. Bravo Food Truck will be in attendance. Make sure you try those Irish curly fries and much more on that truck. Christina, thank you so much for joining me here at the station. Guys, you guys don't want to miss out on this delicious food. I had it and it's amazing, trust me. But that's a wrap here at KREX Station. I'm Titus Cleveland, that is Christina, and we will see you guys next time.